What's up, guys? It's Jake. Welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk. I apologize for this one being a day late. I had a crazy Monday, as most Mondays tend to be. But good news is I finally found a little bit of free time today to get it happening. So let's get on with that. Now, I thought today I really wanted to cover something that's very important to me, and that is establishing and maintaining friendships. For people who suffer with mental health, having those firm foundations and those supportive people in their lives is really, really important to making sure that, we get through this. They say that, Rome wasn't built in a day. And I can tell you right now that, surviving and tackling mental health issues is exactly the same concept, guys. It is not something that you can purely do alone. You can definitely get to a certain point, but it is definitely not something that you can do yourself. I'm very fortunate. While I've been on this journey, I'm very vocal, very honest about my mental health issues and my state of my mental health with my friends. I want to give just a quick shout out to Tom and Brandon. If it wasn't for you guys, I definitely would not be continuing this series. I know that I've come to you guys a couple of times and I'm like, it's not rating very well, and the feedback isn't always so flash, but you guys have talked me into keep going and sharing my stories and sharing my experiences. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Now, I know that it can be difficult at times for people to feel like that they can reach out to their friends. Guys, what you need to understand is that it's a two-way street, okay? My best advice for especially tackling mental health issues with your friends is, firstly, set yourself up in an environment where you are comfortable, because the more comfortable that you are, the better you are going to feel about relaying this information to your friends. For me personally, I was not the best at it. I've definitely had a lot of practice with communicating how I'm feeling with my friends. We live in an age of modern technology, which means, we have basically the ability to reach out to our friends at our fingertips. Our mobile phones are basically our landline to any sort of help or assistance that we might require. For me, I have my two best mates in a group that we have using Facebook Messenger. I can contact them instantly, and in the past they have definitely rushed to my aid to support me and help me get through tough times. I like an example for me was I was triggered while at work, and I was kind of having a bit of a meltdown. I messaged one of my mates. He couldn't help me. He was otherwise tied up. But the first thing he did was message my other mate, who then came in and talked me through it, snapped me out of it, and got me back on track. And I finished the night. Now, I just want to point out that in that scenario, yes, I reached out to my friends. Please, guys, don't feel like you can't go and speak to your coworkers. In my experience, there is always somebody amongst your working cohort who understands or is dealing with mental health themselves. So I feel like it's a really great idea for people to make it known. Don't feel like you have to hide. Like I've said this in previous videos. If you are struggling with mental health, one, make sure that you've got a supportive network. But two, please don't feel like you have to be ashamed of it. Mental health is becoming more and more commonplace in modern society, and I think that it's important that we normalize it. And I think it's really important that we normalize it for men especially. And I feel like we're going to break that stigma by, reaching out to other men and having men talking to men about mental health, because that's the only way we're going to get through it. We need to break down these stereotypes that men aren't allowed to feel, men have to be strong, men just have to bottle everything up. I think that it's important that we normalize the fact that not every man is a strong man. I'm a very feminine man. I was raised by my mum. I am very in touch with my feelings. I am not afraid to tell you how I think or feel. I will probably listen to what my emotions are telling me more than what my head is telling me. So I really want to just reiterate the fact that if you are struggling with mental health and it is affecting your ability to work, try and establish those friendships, just at work, at work. So then that way, if you fall, somebody is going to be there to help you. Now, there are three kinds of friendships in life. You've got your childhood friends. Luckily for me, I'm good friends with most of my childhood friends. You have your work cohort friends. So there's usually always, 3 or 4 people in the workplace that you just get on with. You really look forward to working, and 9 times out of 10, they are the reason that you enjoy going to work. Because let's be honest, nobody actually likes going to work in modern society, but we do it because we've got bills to pay and we've got responsibilities. Okay, and then obviously your final part. The final part of that trio is your best friends. So the people that you know that you can count on. Now, I am absolutely blessed with fantastic friends. I could not ask for a better group of people in my life. My friends, they understand that I'm going through something right now. They understand that I'm trying to heal. They understand that I'm growing and changing as a person. And every time I see them, they welcome me with open arms, basically. They are just the most wonderful cohort of people that I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. And I think it's because of those people that I am able to live the way I live here in Bunbury. So here in Bunbury, I'm here studying to be a teacher. I live alone. I'm very isolated. I'm very hermetized. But I do keep myself busy. I get to create fantastic content like this, or my other dumb videos that you've probably seen on Facebook. I am I'm a creative type. I run the local cosplay community. I do a bit of speedway. I do a bit of photography. I do a bit of modeling. I'm always doing something. And at any point when I feel like I am overwhelmed, my friends just notice. They really just have this uncanny ability to go, "Hey Jake, you're looking a bit run down there, buddy. Pub?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right." And if I don't want to go, they are at my door, banging on my door, being like, "Come on, we're going out." So I think the value of friendship in mental health is so critical. And I think you're going to run into people we're going to have friends that don't always understand completely. But the way that you can help them understand is by, sitting down with them, putting yourself in a comfortable environment where you are able to share your story and do and say what you need to do and say. Because true friends, they will always stick around through thick and thin. They will understand. They will support you. They will just be everything that they need to be. Friendship, I guess, next to love, is probably the most powerful emotion that binds people together. And I am just truly blessed to have so many wonderful friends. So I really just want to reiterate, that people who suffer with mental health, like myself, like a few people that I know watch this channel, you are not alone. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to your peers. Hell, reach out to me. Send me a message. I'm always ready and willing to help. Sorry, I get a bit tongue-tied there. There is always going to be someone in your life that is going to be able to provide you with the help and assistance that you need, and they are going to be there to support you and lift you up when you fall down. It's like that quote from Batman. Why do we fall? so that we can get back up again. And I just think that we are always going to be able to get back up when a friend is holding out a hand. Make sure you take that hand, guys. All right, that's all from me today. I really want people to just kind of look at your friendships, evaluate your friendships. Take the plunge, guys. Sit down and have a talk with your friends. You might be surprised by how they react because, like I said, mental health is normal in modern society and we need to all stick together because we're a wonderful community of weirdos. All right, guys, that's all from me. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you liked that video. For more cool content, make sure to go and check out my channel. Hit like and subscribe down below. Leave some comments if you feel like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Be nice and work hard.